Hi everyone, this is my no save no death run of Resident Evil 2 Remake's Leon's B scenario on standard difficulty.
No one's around?
Go! Don't shoot!
Get down! Come on!
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire, are you okay?
Yeah! I'm alright! How about you?
You can't stay here, it's not safe!
Go on ahead! I'll meet you at the station!
I'll be there!
Claire. I hope you made it here.
So, first things first, you're gonna notice something, while this playthrough's going. You're gonna see me aiming up and down the steps. It helps give me a speed boost. This was a strat that was used in the Resident Evil 2 remakes, runs and stuff. This is not a speed run, by the way. I do this out of force, out of habit, and plus it helps me get the SS plus rank more quicker. So, hey, take it what you can get and stuff, okay? So, yeah.
Hey! Claire?
Leon! I'll be right there! Leon, we really gotta stop meeting like this.
Are you alright? Police chopper, it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I take it you don't have the key.
No, I don't. It's good to see your face, though. How are you holding up?
I am hanging in there.
Hell of a night, huh?
Yeah. You find your brother?
I did, actually. He's... Just when you think it can't get any worse. Leon, you should get going.
Don't worry about me. Just get yourself to safety.
No, Leon, seriously, they're getting through the fence. Please, just go.
We're gonna make it. Both of us.
So first things first, this gets a little scary, so we need to hit right immediately once the game fades in so that guy doesn't get us. Gotta pay attention to that guy. If his arms are raising up and he's aggro on towards us, we want him to go towards the steps. We really pretty much just want him to just go straight towards the steps, pretty much, and we don't want him to go towards a different angle where he's in an unfavorable position, because he's just gonna just start cock-blocking us. So, as we're throwing the grenade outside, because this is the most scariest part about the run, where we gotta waste a grenade, so we don't want him to get in our way. So we're gonna put the key in slot 5, It's just Leon putting on his
Exactly how I
uniform.
pictured breaking this in.
Meanwhile, his uniform is all the way on. So, of course. Since that guy did not went down, didn't went down the steps, I have to figure out on my best advantage on what to do. 90% of the time, I'm not gonna get lucky over that guy because he's pretty much of an asshole. He lunges a lot. So, in Resident Evil 2 Remake,
How I imagine my first day.
I would not recommend dodging zombies because, especially just not dodging them on the steps. Don't try to dodge them on the steps. Because otherwise they'll double lunge and they'll just fuck your shit up. And they double lunge on standard and hardcore difficulty just most of all the goddamn time. So not much you can do about it. There was a guy that was right near me. Don't worry about him. Just run over there in that room and get the key card. So if we're gonna come back out here, and there's two of these guys in this area that's gonna just block our way. So first things first. Want to try to take that guy's leg out. I want to poke that guy in his leg, and hopefully none of them are guarding up together for some of them to fuck you over. Sometimes they'll both pop around that corner together at the same time, making it much more ridiculous to try to pass by them. So now we're gonna come through here, and we're gonna go this way. Elliot, take a good while around Elliot so he doesn't grab you in the leg. I did not do that this time around. This run was pretty old, but it's 3 months old, so kind of like a very old run a little bit, but since I keep re-uploading this because my audios never sync correctly whenever I do this run, it's like, this is pretty much, I don't know, the fucking third video of doing this. My 9th attempt of doing this, so I'm pretty much just, I don't know, I'm just trying to see if I can go through a way of trying to do this again without being pissed off for the 19th time. So, anywho. First things first, we're just going to come up in here, pick up the shotgun shells, and then we're going to put all the items that we pick up in this room away. And then after that, we're going to go pick up the fuse. Got to leave 2 inventory slots open. These are all the stuff we got. We got to keep the gun on us, because I need them for the guys in the main hall. So, we want to keep the knife on us, so we can save some bullets and stuff. We want to at least save 60 bullets for the first boss. Depending on what you put away, Elliot will be in an unfavorable position. If he's in an unfavorable position, hug the desk, and he'll sometimes get out of the unfavorable position. Otherwise, sometimes he'll just, like, you know, be a dickhead and pretty much stop looking at you. Meanwhile, he knows you're there. He's just trying to play dead so you can, like, pass by him and you can just grab your leg. He has a high chance of grabbing you in the leg. So, trying to get to our best advantage. He just likes to block his way with his long-ass arms and stuff, so take a good wide, being careful. Sometimes on RPD2 he'll pop up, though, so be aware about him when you go towards the steps on RPD2. So, anywho, we're going to come through here, and we're going to take a good wide around here, put our camera angle towards the ground, so make sure the flashlight is at the ground. Because if the flashlight is at the ground, the zombie that's in this room will not track us so much. He is tracking us, but it's like, not really. He's trying to follow the light. So, we're going to pick up the stuff in the order I did. I did not pick up that flashlight because I'm picking it up on RPD2 and I didn't want to fill up my inventory slot and I'm not going back in there. So, zombies in this game can track your flashlight and they can still see you, but in certain time zones, they just don't ever like to see you. There's certain enemies that sees you, there's certain enemies that doesn't see you. So, as long as you're in that room, you have your flashlight down, and you just make sure you don't mess up at that wrong moment, you won't actually need to worry about that guy acting on towards you. And if he does, whatever, you're just gonna have to shoot him in the foot to stun him to get around him. We saved some bullets, so got lucky there. Sometimes this guy will... Sometimes this bastard will not... Sometimes this bastard will decide to pop all the way over here instead. But fuck him. He got too close. I wasn't trusting and being careful. He lunged a little too early. He has a high chance of lunging at you. So...
Anybody here?
I got unlucky. Fuck him. Anywho. So, now it's time for Marvin. I recommend killing Marvin for a second, because that guy is too Marvin moves too fast and he has a lot of HP and stuff, so just kill, pretty much just kill him for a second. Now we're gonna just knife Marvin towards the ground and stuff, fuck him and stuff, fuck him over. Kill all these assholes, anywho. Kill all these assholes in this room. Sometimes that guy will not pop up in front of you when the door opens. You still gotta kill him. Wait a minute, wasn't I just...
Something tells me he's not a cop.
Anywho. Achieving no death with Leon, by the way, is next to impossible, but as long as we focus on a different advantage, maybe we'll capture a way to get a no death for Leon. So now we're gonna aim at this bitch right here, and we're gonna get her towards the steps. Because enemies in this game can read your button inputs, and sometimes this girl will not run towards the steps when you're trying to get her to go towards the steps. So when you aim at her, she sometimes likes to run towards the steps immediately. So we're gonna go over here. Before we proceed on, we're just gonna put in crown, fire, bird, and that's really about it. And that's really about it for this room here. We're gonna, before we proceed on, we're just gonna put on a solution and stuff, and we're gonna leave. Sometimes you don't have to kill these guys, but because you could just kill them with your shotgun later, but because we're gonna be chased by Mr. X almost all the goddamn time of the B scenarios, I just go ahead and invade and fuck these assholes over. But anywho, we're gonna put the solution in here and we're gonna proceed on. Pick up those bullets, those mid-1911 bullets over there, and then we're gonna go all the way over here. I hope you pay attention, just do everything in the right way. See me picking out the board because I need it for this next part over here because I can board the window. So in the B scenarios, is the version of who was on the other side of the gate and who got to the RPD for last. So pretty much we have to set up RPD2 pretty much as Leon pretty much all the goddamn time in all the RPD ones. So we're gonna take a nice strat for this hallway and walk, because if we start running, then this Licker's gonna aggro. So in the original Resident Evil 2, in the A scenario, the Licker was in the hallway in the A scenario, but in the B scenario, just to fuck with the player, they add him in the hallway in the B scenario. So whenever it comes for Lickers, just take a good stroll and walk around. Do not just sit there and run, because if you run, don't even happen to accidentally run into the room, or else they're aggro. That's the reason why they aggro on towards you, because you ran into the room and you just started walking, pretty much. Now they can track you. People say they don't have ears, but they literally do. They say that they can smell you, but no, they literally actually do have ears, actually. It doesn't make sense how you can just chase me and hear me running and stuff. But anywho, so since in the B scenario, your character can get your gun more early, and get your shotgun early. So we're gonna come up here and put in 915. We're gonna put in 109. And then we're gonna go all the way over here and we're gonna pick up the shotgun. We're gonna pick up the shotgun shells, pick up the shotgun, reload the shotgun, and we're gonna get ready for these guys. These guys are... We're gonna just clear these guys out, pretty much kill them, get them out of the way. Be careful, sometimes there's another guy that popped up. He popped up this time. There's always that second guy that always pops up close towards the door. You do always try to back up, but however, as long as you're quick, you could decapitate the second one. But however, the shotgun sometimes won't just cock. But however, just back on up after you kill the first guy and stuff, and you'll be alright, I guess. It's pretty RNG with those guys sometimes, but it's an easy strat. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy to kill those guys, because you just set right by that door and just set them up for a headshot. So pretty much, it's not that hard to kill those guys. So we're gonna come up in here. We're gonna mix up some shotgun shells with the yellow gunpowder and mix it with the blue gunpowder and pick up some more mid-1911 bullets. But we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put in 9.15.7 so we can get the side pack. So we're gonna mainly just be mixing up shotgun shells during Leon's campaign until we get to the sewers. But when we get to the sewers, we're gonna start mixing up magnum rounds. But for now, we're just gonna mix up shotgun shells. So when we get over here, we gotta get close to that guy to decapitate him. We're gonna just start clearing out all the enemies in this area, fuck all the enemies all the way over and kill them and decapitate all of them. And we gotta go upstairs quickly as possible because there's another guy upstairs. Decapitate him. We're just gonna start mopping up a mob of enemies pretty much right about here. I should say that the shotgun in Resident Evil 2 Remake has pretty much been one of those weapons that were fucked over pretty much, and pretty much not the best guns pretty much in this game, and pretty much, as I say, the worst guns in this game pretty much, because the way the shotgun has on its advantage on decapitation, all the way it was nerfed and stuff from the original game, the shotgun is next to impossible to sometimes decapitate zombies. So the chances of decapitating zombies is that you need to get dead close in order to decapitate them. So I'm trying to get my advantage on to half of this as well as I'm watching a video of me doing this pretty much, because it's been a little while since I played as Leon. I'm figuring out more of my objectives as well as that too, but however, pretty much using the shotgun in this game is pretty aggravating. You gotta get dead close to their face, like I think this distance, well not distance, but this feet right here is where you need to get close to kill them. It might seem easy at first, but nope, it's pretty much not, and even if you don't decapitate them, they just fall on the floor and they seem to have much more HP as they always have. But pretty much you just gotta take special care to your own advantage to just pretty much take care of being careful with that. They're full of shit enemies. Anywho, enemies in this game, zombies, are pretty much like sponges. They don't go down very easily with a shotgun blast. So, yeah. So we're gonna go back to the save room, pick up some items. I put in D, C, M up the steps and stuff, upstairs, and grab the blue key. Pretty much we're ready right now to get going. And I picked up some more supplies of shotgun shells. We're going to just go ahead and just kill all these guys in this area. We don't want to kill them because we're coming back here from RPD3. Now we're gonna pick up the gunpowder out of here, go over here now, put the wheel over there in that window so I can come over here. We're gonna pick up the shotgun shells, pick up the blue gunpowder so we can make some more shotgun shells. Now we're gonna go over here by this line, and we're gonna trigger Mr. X now. So we're gonna come all the way up in here, and we're just gonna mix up everything we can. Mix up the shotgun shells, pretty much mix up everything as we possibly can, pretty much. Just everything we can get. I didn't mean to put the flash in either way, I was still gonna pick up some more. Anywho, pick up some more Mid-1911 bullets. Mr. X left the room, we're gonna proceed to keep going. Once Mr. X leaves the room and opens that door, it's a race against time to get out that room quickly as possible out of the STAR's office and run all the way up in here and decapitate and clear out all the mob of enemies up in here in this room. Alright, so the female zombie, where is she? Got her. She's pretty aggravating. She's not always nice, so fuck her and kill all these guys up in here. We want to just kill all these guys because otherwise, if we don't, then it's going to be next to impossible to deal with Mr. X, pretty much, as Leon. Leon has, technically, with the shotgun, even though the shotgun is cock and pretty much full of shit a little bit sometimes whenever you're killing enemies, it still is the only option you have, pretty much. And you can't use the Magnum, because you might think you need the Magnum, but you really don't. Anywho, now it's time for Mr. X. So, for right here, we're going to quickly run up into this room. I got lucky, and he didn't catch up towards me right about here. So, we're going to quickly go up into this room, and put in 2 kids holding hands, and a weight holder, and a bird-eating snake. Whatever. Anywho. Then we're going to go all the way over here. Don't worry about pushing those drawers over there because those drawers over there, you don't need to push them until RPD2. But since I beat Mr. X to the punch, pretty much coming into this room, I could just pretty much just push those dressers pretty much. As long as you're timing right, you'll be fine. So we're going to kill that guy up there on the top, and we're going to wait for Mr. X to come into the room before we put the bomb in. Decided to try to trigger him, make him come to this room. There he goes.
Christ.
Because sometimes he won't act on towards you, like an idiot. Anywho, we're gonna wait for him, put the bomb in, run all the way over here. We gotta pay attention to which side he's coming from. If he's coming from the other side, if he's coming from this side, we just proceed to keep going. Put the bomb in, then we just go out as quickly as possible. And once the bomb blasts off, we just pretty much, up to this point, we wanna just make sure we still have a knife equipped on towards us. And pretty much just try to get lucky right here. Just go back into the room quickly as possible. Where is he? Okay, he's over there on the other side. If he's on the other side, then it's a race against time to come up into this room and pretty much put the solution in. Once we did that, put in the solution and stuff, then we gotta wait for Mr. X to come back into the room because he's just gonna, well, cock block us on the way out and stuff. And we won't be able to get out because he's just gonna, there's no telling on where he's gonna be. So here I am trying to trigger him in the room. There he goes. I hear his audio. Pay attention to the audio with Mr. X. Now he's going towards the other way. Now he's going towards the main hall. Why is he going towards the main hall? Oh no, he's not going towards the main hall. Okay, so he was just being an idiot that time. He was just going towards the other room. Whatever. We're gonna just proceed to keep going. I got lucky this time, so I decided to just fuck it, pick up the red book, and we're going to just go put all the solutions in the statue here, and then we're going to just leave. So we just gotta. Had to decapitate that guy because obviously he decided he came alive. Of course, I didn't think he was gonna come alive, but I didn't poke him too much, so fuck him. So now that he's dead, we're just gonna proceed on pretty much at this point. I should have just popped him in the head before I left. Pretty much, you pretty much want to check if zombies are pretty much dead because they like to play dead a lot. So now we're in here. I'm gonna debate what I want to take with me right here. Alright. Put that away. Put that away. Put the red book away. So we can get the mag accumulator. Pretty much right about here, we are pretty much done. We need to at least have 60 bullets for this boss. So this is good as we gotten it pretty much. So we're good to go. So one thing I definitely will just recommend out of pretty much everything is save all your flash grenades, by the way, for the final boss. So I want you to save all your grenades, flash grenades, save your grenades, save every grenade and flash grenade for the final boss. We want to do that so we could use it on Super Tyrant so we don't get fucked over by the boss and stuff. But I'll explain that a little bit after this boss. So we're gonna get started here, equip the gun and stuff. So if I start here, we're just gonna handgun dump the boss, pretty much. Knock down the boss pretty much with the handgun, pretty much. We have 60 bullets, enough for this boss, pretty much. So, for the eyeball. Now, the eyeball is a little too risky to go for. I still go for it sometimes just to take the risk because I'm sometimes impatient and I don't like to. Sometimes I don't play too safe, which causes me to fail a little bit. But, however, I just recommend just not going for the eyeball. Go for the other body parts, but the eyeball and stuff. So don't go for the eyeball, but if you're somebody that likes taking the risk, you could just go for the eyeball. So I'm aiming and bringing him around the Rosie a lot, so I can aim I can aim a little bit, because enemies once again read your button inputs in this game. So pretty much just getting him to occasionally to attack when I aim sometimes, but I'm being careful a little bit so I don't get fucked over, because one bad movement in the room and you get fucked over by a barrier, then he's just gonna hit you, and you are going to get hit. But he's really pretty much on his last phase, so he's pretty much done. Not a hard boss. Normally I'll take a healing angel with me, but pretty much forgot to do that this time around. Not a terrible boss. It's not too hard. The only thing that makes it a little bit hard when he goes into the ceilings and stuff. It's the aggravating way of the fight when he just goes into the ceilings and be an asshole and just hides in the ceiling like a jackass and stuff. But anywho, that's pretty much about it. So we're gonna pick up more stuff during this fight. So back to my rule about saving grenades for the final boss. Save all your grenades, by the way. Just save every grenade that you pick up, every flash grenade, for the final boss. We want to do all that so we can save all that pretty much for Super Tyrant, and we don't pretty much waste nothing that that's just a grenade. Defense items like knives you can save. I mean, knives you don't have to save, but you can use. You just use them as a defense item towards enemies. Knives could just daggers in general. Just use them as defense items towards enemies. Those are the items you should just use. Or just write out your knives and pretty much RPD1 knife, RPD2 knife. Just like, you know, have knives as backup and stuff, and just stuff like whenever you just occasionally get into a situation when you get grabbed and stuff, instead of me getting back grabbed by the asshole earlier. So grenades, you don't really need grenades like that, and plus you don't need to. I mean, you don't need to waste your grenades like that for defense items and lifelines. So just save all your grenades for the final boss. But there is going to be 4 exceptions to this sacrifice about flash grenades. Not the regular grenades I have in this inventory, but the sacrifice for another, pretty much for flash grenades, the blue flash grenades. There's going to be a sacrifice here, pretty much. You have to sacrifice 4 flash grenades on Leon's campaign. And it's a very scary sacrifice, but Leon has no choice to sacrifice this in order to proceed on in his runs, making this next to impossible just to play as Leon sometimes. So it just pretty much gives Leon much more of extra strength of scariness, pretty much playing as him. So we're gonna take our RPD2 knife since I didn't waste my RPD1 knife. Meanwhile, 90% of the time I was just getting back grab and stuff. Gonna decide what I wanted to take with me and what I wanted to take with me. That's pretty much about it. Anywho, I'm done. So, pretty much the conceptions of sacrificing flash grenades. I'm going to show you later on once we get to the point of sacrificing 4 flash grenades. We're gonna pretty much, when we get there, I'll explain. But for right now, let's just proceed on RPD2. And let's just, you know, be careful a little bit for right now.
Damn. Need a key card. Kidding me. Get off of me!
Hey!
Who is that?
Stay sharp.
Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where are you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you!
We're being forced to go this way. Picking up some more Mid-1911 bullets for dogs later. By the way, the Mid-1911 gun is pretty much more stronger, by the way. So, it's more easier to cheese the boss with that gun.
Hello?
Hey.
I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human.
You been here long?
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Huh. That's good news, I guess.
Yeah.
That's of course Irons sent you.
Irons? You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
He's the bastard that locked me in here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me.
Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What? What's coming?
Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Hey, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here!
Oh my god. Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me. I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk. Name's Ada.
Well, I guess the deal's on.
Gonna put that in slot 2, by the way. No, slot 1. So, the zombies in here, don't bother wasting your bullets on them because they have 1 HP. They spawn back later. Except the guy on the floor. The guy on the floor, he does not spawn back later. If you manage to decapitate him. But, however, the guys pretty much, in that thing, they still, like, they pretty much respawn, pretty much. So, it's not worth killing them and wasting your ammo. So don't bother. So, first things first, we're gonna come through here and stuff, and we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna pick up the shotgun shells over here. We want to pick up these shotgun shells now, because otherwise, if we don't pick them up now, then once we go to turn the lights on, these guys are going to wake up. I'm not about to waste 2 shotgun shells just to get 3 shotgun shells. So, just pick them up. So, there's no liquors in here, there's just dogs. We're coming off of this from Claire's campaign. So we're going to just do focus shots on the dogs.
Hell.
Pick up the yellow gunpowder. Just trying to do focus shots so I can save more handgun bullets for Elliot later. Hope you didn't forget about him. We actually need to kill him, by the way. We could have killed him earlier, but in the interest of not losing ammo, I decided to just go on ahead and invade and just get him pretty much later. So we're gonna pick up the flash grenade out of there. So in Leon's campaign, you just want to mix up shotgun shells, by the way. So whenever you pick up a yellow gunpowder, you just want to mix up shotgun shells until you get to the sewers. So once you get to the sewers, we're gonna mix up magnum rounds. But for right now, you just want to mix up shotgun shells from this point forward, and you don't want to go with pretty much anything without mixing up shotgun shells, pretty much. So you're just gonna mainly just use shotgun shells pretty much on zombies, pretty much. You don't want to use them on bosses, because if you use them on bosses has too much HP. So don't even bother using on bosses. So don't even fucking think about just trying to fight them with a shotgun, unless it's your last option, pretty much. But anywho, once we put in 2-3, the solution, the lights turn on finally. So after that, we want to pick up the orange box, pick up the shotgun shells, pick some shotgun shells, race against time. Well, not really racing against time. So since we killed the other dogs in that area over there, we prevent other dogs from popping up in this new area, by the way. So we're gonna kill all these dogs pretty much by hooking that side of the corner, so we can kill that dog right over there. So we don't have to see him trying to attack us. We're just gonna use the shotgun on these dogs. I used the handgun. I used a Min-1911 gun on the other dogs because I always shoot enemies that are 100% harmless to me. So just went ahead and invade and kill those guys because they're all gonna just pretty much be a threat. I got lucky and I was able to kill these guys. So now the real strat here is to run up in this room and just wait for the dog to run straight towards us. Wait for the last dog to get towards us so we can kill him. Of course, that dog decided to tank the shotgun shell, like always. He's moving in stupid directions. Got him. Sometimes that dog will, well, the dogs will hit you when the doors open, so pay attention to that, be careful. There's an outline barrier where they literally can even cheese you, fuck you over sometimes. So, trying to pay attention where Elliot is. Okay, Elliot's not here. So we're gonna take another detour back to the west side save room. No, not west side, east side save room. Put away the flash grenade, and we're gonna put away some more stuff. What else should I put away? Pick up the book. And pretty much that's really about it for this room. We're done. We won't have to visit here until the end of RPD2, so picking up the red book so we can go get the Magnum. Of course I bundle it there and miss.
What?
I was aiming too up. I fucked up. They're gonna kill Elliot here. Then we're gonna kill this guy. Just kill mobs to enemies in this area, pretty much. Pick up that flash grenade. Then go all the way up here. Pretty much just leave this whole area, pretty much. That'll be the last time we'll visit the west side. Pretty much as long as all these guys are done and they're not alive in here, we don't have to worry about them. So, Leon can backtrack in the RPD now. So, you can now just go on ahead and, like, you know, since Mr. X is not in the area, go on ahead and go push those dressers. But don't investigate too much on the west side, by the way, because there's liquors in the areas in the west side now in RPD2. So, in the interest of not dealing with them, I just go on ahead and not just deal with them, pretty much. Not one bit at all. So, yeah. But we are going to be forced to deal with them later, though. So, pretty much, not much of a choice is there. So, I'm just going to go ahead, since I got all the other stuff done on RP1, gonna go on ahead and unlock all these doors with this key. And then I'm going to pick up this. And then I'm going to combine this with the red book. So, this is going to be a little bit of a scary, tough part. We have to waste a knife, then we'll just waste a knife to get out of the room. But, however, this is going to be a little scary, so we're going to put the red book here. So, I want to recommend you to do something really right now. Let go of that left stick immediately. Like, put your hands off of that left stick now. And listen here, and pay attention and pause the game. So, this is going to be a little hard, but trust me and believe that sometimes this slicker can not get you, okay? So, or you have the camera, go, make sure your camera's right over there. And then hug the left side. As you're getting out, just make a run for it. Make a run for it. Make a run for it. And we got out of there safely without dying. Thank God. So, I know it seems scary, but trust me and believe that that liquor, he can sometimes still get you, and he can be full of shit, but that's the only strat I found that you can get out of there. Either way, he's just gonna aggro regardless. Anywho, we're gonna come up in here and pick up those shotgun shells first, then pick up that, and pick up the wheel, and get the hell out of here. Pretty much, just get the hell out of there, quickly as possible. And then we're going to... We're gonna hightail all the way back downstairs, and we're gonna go all the way down here, and we're gonna go pick up the flash grenade. I mean, gonna go on ahead and pick up the yellow gunpowder. That's down here, in this room over here. We're gonna put the board on the window for that guy over there, pick up the yellow gunpowder out of this locker, and then we're gonna head all the way back upstairs. It has been a little bit of a while since I played as Leon a little bit, so I'm trying to get my memory straight with him. So, messing up a little bit, but got lucky and survived some stuff, some sequences. Make sure you pick up those shotgun shells first, because if you do it for last, then that guy's going to just bite you in the back. So, fuck him. We're just gonna proceed on, and we're gonna pick up that flash grenade out of the locker, and pick up a blue healing agent. I mean, a blue healing agent... Whenever you get poisoned by a G mutant in the sewers, you can use that blue healing agent to pretty much offend yourself from getting poisoned, pretty much. So, blue healing agents are something you really want to use, pretty much, to not get fucked over. So we're gonna come over here and combine that together. Normally, I don't always get hit by that liquor, though. A little shocking this time. I got hit by him. Anywho. So, right here, a little old throwback. So we're gonna go all the way over there. And we're gonna trigger those guys to pop right out. And then we're just gonna decapitate them and fuck them over. After we get done killing them... We're just gonna come all the way up in here, and we're going to grab the... We're going to grab the key up in here. I was trying to bait right here what else I wanted to take with me. Pretty much what I wanted to throw away real quick. I use a handgun on enemies that are going turbo on me, by the way, whenever they just start charging towards me and I'm not ready for it. I just try to pop them in the leg to get around them and stuff. Make it easier for myself. Actually going to just take this, actually, matter of fact. So this is the part where we do need to use that flash grenade, which is gonna happen in a little bit. Taking the orange box with me, just saying fuck it. Pretty much right about here, we are going to just proceed on, actually. We're done. We need to leave 2 inventory slots open, by the way. Alright, the lever was, we make sure we turn the lever to yellow. I mean, to not yellow, L, pretty much. Then we're gonna go all the way over here. The mid-1911 gun is pretty much useless for pretty much the whole game after that boss, but now we're just gonna use the shotgun for the whole game, pretty much. So now we're gonna trigger Mr. X now. So, for another part for Mr. X now, what we're going to do is we're going to ring around the roses with Mr. X out here. I would like to wait for Mr. X to make one step. Whenever Mr. X makes one step, I can pay attention to make sure he's aggro on me. He's aggro on me, so he knows I'm pretty much there instead of him just turning around and running away. So, gotta be careful so he doesn't just, like, you know, punch us. So, this is where the things get more tough and more scarier on Leon's campaign, because we actually have to take a very huge sacrifice that is really actually scary, by the way. Because there's gonna be 2 liquors in this hallway coming up, and we got to figure out to our best advantage on how we're not gonna get fucked over by them. So, it's a race against time to go through this main hall. Sometimes Mr. X will unaggro off of you when you go through this main hall, but nah. Alright. Just gonna low it. Fuck it. Throw that away. So, we're gonna come through here, and we're gonna aggro liquors to run out. Because when we do that, we get to spawn 1 liquor and despawn it. And we're gonna wait for the music to fade away. And once the music can fade away, there's 2 of the liquors that was in this hallway. Well, 1 liquor that's in this hallway is gone now, finally. But now we gotta deal with the 2nd liquor. Hopefully you've been paying attention, you bore up that window, because if you didn't, then that guy's just gonna... If that guy busts us into this room here, and Mr. X busts us into this room while the liquor is outside, then... And it's just gonna be a clusterfuck. Just make sure you do things very correctly in the right way, so you don't get fucked over. So we're gonna come over here and pick up the grade. Once we unlock this door, Mr. X teleports. So pay attention to the audio. And here he comes. Sometimes I open the door to get him to teleport. But now the liquor's in an unfavorable position now, so we gotta be careful on our way out of here, pretty much. So this is gonna be very scary, but I'm gonna do my best to explain it without getting fucked over here. So we're gonna come back out here and walk, ring around the roses with Mr. X. Hopefully the liquor does not aggro. I know, Mr. X is highly on our tail, but pretty much, once we get to a different side, we need to start running immediately. And we got out of there before the liquor got us. So, whew. That was pretty much a more terrifying strat to use, but once we get to a side of the hallway and Mr. X is getting a little too close, we need him to start making a run for it. Because I would have gotten donkey punched there if I didn't make a run for it there. So we're going to put the tool here. And then we're going to go all the way over here. And we're going to put the dressers over here. Quickly as possible. Race against time before Mr. X busts back into the room. Alright. So, while Mr. X just stares at us like a pervert, we're just going to climb up this ladder, make sure we have all this together, and then we're going to run all the way over here. And it's race against time to kill all these guys over here before Mr. X just come back out here and, you know, just indirect us even more. Fuck him. And pretty much fuck him. Pretty much at this point. Goodbye. Anywho. Alright. I missed a shot, pretty much. Didn't score a decap. I aimed up at the wrong side. Whenever you shoot enemies in this game, they start to lunge at you. So, you just gotta be prepared for it. They start to lunge at you once you start shooting them with your shotgun. Like, they literally will just start lunging at you and charging towards you. So, right about here, since we killed those guys, we gotta pay special care for Mr. Sorry, I can't talk today. We gotta do special care to make sure Mr. X doesn't cocklock us outside of the room as we're getting out of here. So we're gonna put that wheel there, put this here, And
I don't have to write a report on this.
Accidentally skipped that cutscene by accident, my bad. But, however, in case you're wondering what difficulty this is, I mentioned this before actually. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. This is standard difficulty. This is standard, by the way. Standard is pretty much technically the same way as hard mode is. Enemies still double lunge on hardcore and standard. On standard, they still double lunge pretty much. It's pretty much the same thing. I would be lying to you if I didn't say it was just hard mode was. The only difference is that you get more yellow gunpowders and you get more side packs. Alright, so Mr. X is blocking our way out, so what we need to do is just run back into this room and hopefully he just runs towards the other side of the hallway. He can't come in here. But once he goes all the way over there, just goes all the way over there to that side of the hallway, and he's not from the he's not near the library. We could just start making a run for it. It might take some time, but however, you just gotta be careful with this in general. So, pretty much right about there, we can just pretty much start leaving the RPD session, going back to the garage after we get the last book. The last orange box and stuff. Mr. X is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, Mr. X is actually I like how the way they did with Mr. X in this game, pretty much. Because he just pretty much cock blocks everywhere you go, but it makes every enemy in this game not scary no more. And the only thing that's scary is just Mr. X popping in the way and stuff. And cock blocking you while you're dealing with every enemy in this game. Kind of just pretty much a good... I actually liked the way they did with Mr. X, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot cool, pretty much. Because it brings more fear in the fear factor in all this, pretty much. So, right about here, those zombies that busted out of the window, as long as you have your items to go, you can just leave and stuff. You don't have to worry about them. Or just head back to the safe room and quickly grab all of the items that I have in my inventory and just get going. And if they block your way, just follow up with a shotgun shell, pretty much, up there blocking your way. Just kill them and get them out of your way. Doesn't matter. This is all pretty much, by the way, routed ammo. The enemies I'm killing, just once again, this is all enemies all these enemies I'm killing are pretty much planted to be killed. Enemies that are alive and I couldn't really tell that they were alive. Those enemies were not planted, but hey, once again, I'm just using the shotgun on them. That's what we really want to use on zombies the most of the whole time of the RPD. Because once we get the shotgun, we're pretty much going to be once again, beat fucking shit up with every enemy, and we're gonna just cause a lot of hell with all enemies. So, yeah.
That doesn't explain the rumors about the orphanage. I just find it way too coincidental Umbrella's one of the benefactors.
You told me this interview was about the new scholarship Umbrella set up.
Come on, nobody cares about that. They want to know about the G virus and that big fucking sinkhole in the city, which, by the way, rumor has it goes straight to your underground lab. Now, are you gonna talk to me, or are you gonna...
This interview is over.
Bitch.
So, after this cutscene, we're gonna pick up the healing agent, pick up the key card. So this is where things get very tricky and very terrifying because we have one last chance to get out of the RPD because of this. So we're gonna pull the lever there and we're gonna wait for some of the zombies to get close. Once they get close, we're gonna run all the way over here and trigger Mr. X. Well, make sure some of them don't get too close. So we're gonna run over here and trigger Mr. X, and we're gonna go nearly wide around Mr. X and nearly get hit, pretty much, and equip a knife, putting myself in a 40 degree angle, so in case there's another zombie that didn't went the way that I wanted them to went, I'll be pretty much fine to just knife them. And once I come over here, I'm just gonna throw the flash grenade at these guys, and gotta pay attention to Mr. X so he doesn't punch us as we're throwing that flash grenade. And gotta make sure that flash grenade does not get thrown off the wrong hinges. Because if that happens, then that's gonna be pretty much the best way to do it.
This is getting old. Saving your ass, that's twice.
I didn't realize you were keeping score.
Look, this isn't a game. Nothing dies down here. Take it you have the key card.
Yeah, and this. I was hoping you could explain what's on it.
Maybe. After I hear it. Let's get out of here.
So, from this point forward right here, there's not much going on, but we're going to be picking up a shotgun and a grenade though, but other than that, there's just going to be cutscenes going on through this next section of the game, so not much to talk about until we actually get back into action and stuff. So, I'm just going to stay quiet, go radio silent for a little bit.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess. Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
Also, yes, this is Leon's original Resident Evil costume. Resident Evil 2 original classic costume.
What a mess.
So we're gonna pick up the upgraded shotgun here. Pick up the grenades. Pick up some more bullets, why not? You can unlock it by beating the game once.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I said, don't move.
I'm just passing through. I'm gonna ask you to lower that weapon.
Like hell you are. You gotta turn around and go right back out the way you came in.
I think your daughter needs help, sir.
Don't tell me how to deal with my daughter.
Drop it.
No! Wait!
Step aside. We need to terminate her before she turns.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter.
Ada. Just let them be.
Emma? Sweetheart, I told you to stay put.
Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy's here. Come here. Okay? Those fucking things outside. What they did to us. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Huh? She was a sweet little angel.
Mommy.
I was sleeping, honey. Okay? And I'm gonna put you to bed too, okay? Emma. Just go. Just give us some privacy.
You know, It's one thing to keep the truth from me, but why him? I want to find out what's happening here, and stop whoever's behind it. Helping people like them? That's why I joined the Force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That
No!
explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Berkeley. She's the one that Umbrella this is going to get.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting. Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here. Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing? Jesus! That an earthquake? What the hell?
I'm going to take a handgun to cheese the boss down here. Take that.
Again?
It's not too late to turn back.
No chance. You're stuck with me to the end. Ugh. Ugh. You sure this is the right way?
Unfortunately.
Wait there.
Leon! Get out of there!
So what we're going to do first, we're going to go to the left. And then after that, we're going to go all the way towards the right. And then we're going to go all the way towards the left again. Run for your lives, it's a crocodile! Alright, for the boss here, that's the end of the boss. Pretty much. I got meatball. In here. Pick up the grenade.
Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
Just gonna help you out, try to get some achievements for you.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just get up here.
There was a
Can't say I
grenade in
didn't warn
trash, so...
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. Annette is who makes the viruses. As scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous. Definitely William's handiwork.
Identify yourself.
Annette Birkin.
She's who we're looking for?
Not much time. Need to dispose of it. We're here for the G virus. That's not gonna happen. I'm warning you, Doctor. Oh, yeah?
Hey!
Stop! You'll never get the G virus! Didn't expect that from a scientist. Leon.
Forget about me. Just go. Stop her before she gets away.
I'm right outside the facility, in pursuit of Annette. If it's not on her, it must be in the nest. Once it's in hand, I'll call for extraction. You can run, Annette, but you can't hide. It's secret weapon time.
So for Ada. So... even though there's not much really terribly going on, well, there is some choke points, but there's not much really going on pretty much if you ate a session like that. I still have to commentate on it, but pretty much what we're really just doing solving puzzles, but I guess I'll just commentate on it instead. Anywho, so first thing first, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna take out this guy's leg, do focus shots to cross arrow with the gun to make the focus shots close in so we can take out that guy's leg. Once we manage to take out that guy's leg, we're gonna come out here and pick up our bullets, pick them back on up. So she doesn't get healing agents, she just gets one defense item. Just gonna take a Y over here, get a wide. Hey, that guy hasn't fallen down yet. Normally he falls down right about now. I wonder why. Never mind. So first things first, we're just gonna go over here and put the solution over here. If we're gonna run all the way over here, and we're just gonna pick up the bullets over here and pick up the flash grenade. Pay attention to the light, see if the light is turning green. If it's turning green, then that's a sign that we could make a run for it all the way over there. But before we do that, we gotta take out this guy's leg, and we're gonna throw a flash grenade at these guys, stun locking them. And after we stun lock them, we're gonna just make a run for it now. Run straight for the ladder. Don't investigate on nothing else, just run straight for the ladder. Too many enemies are popping up in the room, so just run straight for the ladder.
Got me now. Always been good at running, Annette. Give me that. Persistent bastard, aren't you?
So we're gonna, for Mr. X, we're gonna solve that solution there, and then we're gonna pull the lever, and we're gonna turn that back on, and we're gonna just blow this fan up, pretty much. That's really about it. For 8 a second. So we don't really have to worry about nothing no more, pretty much. Except we're just gonna do some little stupid little spy mini game fighting challenge, and that's really about it. It's not even that hard, pretty much. So
burn me alive now. They'll never get their filthy hands on the chili. I'm not the only one after it. You realize that.
You won't die alone.
So we're just blowing out the solution, and that's the circus, and that's really about it for here. That's all we're just doing, pretty much. Walk out like nothing happened.
Visitor clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Not gonna happen.
Enough with this cat and mouse game.
The game is over.
You lost. Tell me, is your husband still alive? Or did you kill him so you could take credit for G?
Interesting theory.
If you don't cooperate, I'll get a sample from the nest.
Over my dead body.
Where's Leon when I need him?
Ada? Damn it. Ada? Where are you?
So after we get the control as Leon, we're going to go up in here and we're going to pick up the box, the Dragon Tail treasure box, and we're going to examine with it, and we're going to combine the stone with the Dragon Tail treasure box, and now we are going to get the stars badge. So that means we can start heading back to the RPD and going to the stars office now. So before we do that, I'm gonna take the blue healing agent with me. Don't even think I really needed this healing agent. So, pretty much right here, we're really on our own from this point forward. So, what we're going to do, we're just gonna clear out this area, be careful.
That's a pleasant smell.
Some more Midnights and 11 bullets over there, you can pick them up if you want. I don't need them. Straight up. So, for the upgraded shotgun, the upgraded shotgun is, it's still, so from the choke of the spray of the shell, it will be able to decapitate enemies from different range, pretty much. I don't really know what the range. It's still shitty, kinda actually. So, you can say what you want, if you like it or not, it's still shitty, pretty much. So, once we go pick up the shotgun shells, that guy is gonna wake up in here. I think that range is what it counts for, pretty much. I don't know. whatever. Pretty much, we're just right here gonna just start clearing out the area, killing all these guys, fucking him over, and now we're gonna go fuck this guy over. Fuck him. Just fuck him, just in every general way. And then we're going to just leave now. We're going to come back through here later. We don't want all these guys to wake up. Pick up the knife over there. So, we want to make sure we have one knife with us for this next part coming up. So, this is where things get a little bit tough, but for right here, we're going to pick up the yellow gunpowder, make sure we have a knife equipped onto us. So now we're about to deal with our most annoying enemies in the game, Slurpers. So we're gonna get grabbed by the Slurper. Again, I got stuck to the side again of the hallway, but as long as we just run straight for the ladder here, we'll be fine. As long as we're on that particular side, he will. We could just like turn around and we could just go straight towards the ladder. We don't have to worry about him no more because he got us into a position where we won't be fucked over no more. So after we use that knife on him, we have one last knife, pretty much, for the sewer. Now we're gonna come over here now, and we're gonna pick up the shotgun shells.
Where'd she go?
Then we're going to go over here, and we're gonna put in SZF is the solution to this locker, and pick up the magnum rounds. There's no zombies in this room if you're coming off from Claire's campaign.
I don't like the sound of that. Come on. Ada. Coming, Ada.
So, gonna do another inventory check right here. See what I want to take and what I wanted to put back. Pretty much, that's really about it. I'm pretty much done here. As long as you have a knife, take the yellow gunpowder. We're gonna start mixing up magnum rounds up to this point. So, just gonna go ahead and start mixing in magnum rounds and stuff. So, now that we're in the sewers, now we gotta deal with the most aggravating and most annoyingest enemies in this game entirely, which is Slurper whores. AKA G mutants, AKA G wiggly fucks, AKA G wigglies, the wiggly fucks. Anywho, so pretty much right about here, we're gonna pick up the tool first, and then we're gonna go all the way towards this locker, and we're going to make sure we don't pass by the locker, so we don't wake that guy up. So we're gonna put in 2, 12, 8. And now we're going to get the upgraded shotgun now. So got another upgraded shotgun. Now we're gonna come down here. We're just gonna start clearing out the mob of enemies over here. I was a little worried that guy was gonna start charging towards me for a second, so I had to blast him quickly as possible. I was trying to aim at his head, but his head was going the other direction as I thought it wasn't going to be. So we're gonna kill all these enemies over here in this area, and now we're gonna go all the way over here. We're gonna pick up the key, so we can now head back to the RPD now. So don't hit down the ladder yet. We need the magnum, so we're gonna hit down. We're gonna head back to the RPD. We're gonna go all the way over here. We're gonna pull the lever, and we're gonna go jump in the water and go pick up the grenade down here and stuff. Pick up the grenade. make sure you pick up that yellow gunpowder, because if you didn't, then you have to pick it up after the end of the sewers. So, we're gonna hug the side of the trash can right here, so we don't get stung. By I mean stung, I mean Leon would just get stung for 5 seconds, giving this fucker enough time to grab us in less than 5 seconds. So, just hug the trash can, go through the particular side I went, and you won't have to worry about that slurper. Pick up the shotgun shells. Now we're gonna go over here, and we're going to decapitate this guy. Pick up the side pack, pick up this, and pretty much pick up the film, and then unlock the door, and go all the way over here, and unlock this door. Pick up the yellow gunpowder to mix up some magnum rounds. Now we're going to pick up the plug. Now we're done here. Now all we need to do is just head back to the RPD and take the other route instead of going through that side with the slurper stuff. Push this. Now we're gonna go out the elevator. And looks a little bit familiar, doesn't it? We're back in the RPD. We're just in the area where the grenade is on the floor at, where you can pick up before you go start their Birkin fight. Or William fight, whatever you guys like to call him. Anywho. We're gonna pick up the grenade there. I didn't pick it up in the RPD 1, because, well, I just didn't want it to get grabbed during that fight, so I had to pay attention to my advantage, so I didn't waste a grenade. Because if I accidentally forgot that that was equipped on my inventory during the fight, it would have been much more difficult to pretty much get stuff done. I cannot afford to waste a grenade, so yeah. Pick that up when the time is safe, pretty much. Pretty much right about here. Now that we back in the RPD, we're gonna pick up the magnum rounds. Just start stocking on magnum rounds right about now and stuff, and we're just gonna put that away. Now that we got the Scars Match with us, we can now backtrack in the whole RPD, but we can start picking up stuff that we missed out on RPD 2 and RPD 1. We can start picking up more stuff, just a lot of stuff. Especially that certain enemies are dead, we can pick up a lot of stuff. But pretty much, we don't want to backtrack too much in these hallways, because in the west side there's lookers in this hallway, and the east side there's more zombies in the downstairs hallway. So don't backtrack too much. Just backtrack in hallways that you didn't get too much of a glimpse at to pick up some healing agents and stuff. So now we're gonna go all the way towards the west side save room. As long as you walk down, well, as long as you don't blast a handgun bullet on the floor, those lickers won't hear you from the other side of that hallway over there. So now we're gonna put the film over there, and now we're gonna go all the way back up the stairs and stuff. The licker cannot hear us because we're walking. Well, we're running. Well, he can't hear us because we're far away from him. My bad. We're far away from him, so he cannot hear us. Making it extra difficult for him to spot us and where we're at. So after we put that film there that we pick up in the sewers, we're gonna go all the way over here. When we enter back into the area where we need to go to the RPD, we have to unlock the door. So we're gonna put this in here, and we're going to now grab the Magnum. So after we've examined that film, we can grab an upgraded Magnum, and also grab the Magnum. So now we got 25 Magnum rounds on us, and now we're gonna go all the way over here. Pick up this. Now we got the upgraded box for the Magnum. Pick up the Stars badge again. now we're going to just leave, pretty much. That's pretty much about it for this whole session of the game. Of this area. So, we won't have to see the RPD ever again. We never have to come back here. After RPD 3, we're done here. I'm pretty sure this took me an extra 5 minutes or 6 minutes or so. But, doesn't matter. I pretty much still got the rank, pretty much, for the run. So, speaking of which, the requirements of getting an SS Plus rank, is beating the game on hardcore in the B scenarios, 2 hours, in under 2 hours, in just under 2 hours. Standard difficulty, you have to beat the game in under 3 hours, and no infinite weapons, except the infinite knife, and no, you have to do this in less than 4 saves in order to get the rank. So, you can use plenty of healing agents as you like, but not too many saves, pretty much, in order to get the rank. So, if you waste the time, reload out of, if you died, and you reload from your save, your time is still going on from when you died, pretty much. So, what you would need to do is reload from your game by entering out of the game by going to the main menu, and then going back to the main menu and reloading from your last save. And your time should reset. So after that, we're gonna pick up the regular gun, the Min-1911 gun, and just pretty much right about here, bring the Min-1911 bullets with us. And now we're going to examine with the Stars badge again and put this in here, so we can grab the other upgraded Magnum. So with the other upgrade, both of the upgrade Magnums, they upgrade them towards a stance where it's not just 100%. It's still technically onto that guard where it can pretty much be near. It has a pretty much, from what I recall, a 9 out of 10 chance of decapitation. Because it's easy for enemies to just pretty much have heads that are too. It's pretty much. I don't know how to explain it, but it's pretty much a little. Sometimes it doesn't always go for a decapitation, from what I recall. I don't know too much, but however, it does have a high chance of decapitation with all enemies. So, but we're not going to use it on zombies. We're mainly going to just be using it on slurpers up to this next part. So it's the best powerful weapon, especially when you upgraded it. So right here, we're just gonna go ahead and kill all these enemies in the area. So I'm pretty sure the Magnum does do a lot of hit stun, pretty much, when you don't go for decapitation, though. I don't really know. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and decapitate all these zombies up in here. Just kill them, get them all out of our way. Even though it can seem hard killing zombies, but just take it down a little bit of the notch, and just, focus on your headshots a little bit. Making it more easier to practice with that part right there. Now we're gonna go ahead and decapitate that guy. Have a knife with us, have a Magnum, have a blue healing agent. So for this next part here, pop the slurper out of the water, do focus shots. So, this is what we need the Magnum for. We need the Magnum to go ahead and kill all these guys in this area. So we're gonna do some good focus shots so we can save bullets. Whenever we do focus shots, it helps save us ammo and helps lowers the HP of the enemy down. So doing focus shots will actually destroy enemies more quicker. So just let the crosshair or the gun close in and just start lighting them up. So we're gonna wait through this side right here. Do some more Magnum rounds over there by the that area over there right next to me. So, I'm gonna take him out. If he pops babies, then we're gonna just shoot him. If he pops babies out, then we're going to just, you know, go ahead and shoot him. Trying to poke this guy to see if he's alive still, but he's not alive, I guess. Anywho, we're done here. We're gonna just go out. We're done for that. The enemies in this area right here. Now we only got just one guy over here, and well, another guy over here. I just went ahead and just low went for it. Just hit him with the magnum and stuff. Wasn't supposed to do that, but I just went ahead. Took the risk. Just went low with it and just fuck it. I've been playing as Clear too much. Because whenever I get Clear's magnum, I always take that guy out with the... I always take that guy out with Clear's magnum. But since I'm playing as Leon, memory muscle went off. My memory muscle went off the hinges and forgot that I could have just used a shotgun on that guy. The magnum's still good. Just sometimes used on zombies, but pretty sure it has a 9 out of 10 chance at decapitating, from what I recall. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop commentating on that. But anyway, we're gonna pick up all the stuff in this area. We gotta make sure we have 4 inventory slots open, by the way, so we can pick up the 2 chest pieces. 2 chest pieces and pick up the flamethrower. The flamethrower is the most helpfulest weapon to use. For boss battles, we're going to just mainly be using on boss battles. We're not using on anything else for bosses. So, it's pretty much the best gun to just use on a boss. So, we're going to have that equipped with us and just use it on bosses and stuff. Now we're going to come up here. I mean, now we're done with getting all those items. Now we're going to just leave and stuff. If only Leon can get out the door. So now that we kill all these guys over here, we won't have to worry about them. As long as we back up while we're shooting them, they won't grab us. But they have a high chance of grabbing us, so 180 grab, so be careful. Then if you do get grabbed, just waste a knife. So for this guy, we're just gonna trigger him, and then we're gonna back up, and then he's gonna do a football tackle, and we're just gonna pass by. Well, we're not gonna pass by, we're gonna let him do his football tackle, and we're just gonna jump in the water. Then we can simply pass by. That's really about it. Now we're out of here. We don't have to waste a bullet. Didn't have to waste 1 bullet on that guy. So now we're done. We're done with this whole area. Never have to come back again. Make sure you kill all these guys in this area because they start waking up after a while. Just gonna do a jump scare on you if you don't kill them. So, for the boss here that's coming up soon, we want to, pretty much for this boss, take the flamethrower, take the flash grenade, take 2 flash grenades, don't want to have the knife on me, actually. Unequip that. So, I'm going to take with me for this boss, it's going to be some more healing agents, some more of the films, some more of the... Just gonna take the puzzle pieces with us real quick. And we're gonna put the solution in. So leave Aries in its place. Put Capricorn over here. Should've just got this over with. So, we're gonna pick up Cancer. Put Cancer in the N over here. then we're going to put the Aquarius right over here at this end, and then we're going to pick up Taurus, and we're going to put Taurus in the middle, and then we're going to put Leo at the end and stuff.
Okay, almost there, Ada.
So after we get done doing that, don't ask me why I do them by zodiac signs. They're more familiar to me with zodiac signs than I do it by zodiac. So right about here, pretty much that's really about it. We gotta have the flashlight, have to have the flamethrower on us. Gotta take a magnum with me for backup. Take 2 flash grenades. We're about to get a second flash grenade during the fight, but for backup strats, I'm gonna have 3 flash grenades with me for this fight. And I'm about to get another flash grenade towards this fight, so it doesn't really matter too much to pick that up. Pick another one up. So, pretty much right about here, we're done. So, all we need to do is just go start the boss here. So, take special care to make sure you get all your lunchable items and everything you have, because once we turn this lever on, the boss starts. And we have to fight the boss once the lights turn on. Make sure we have our flamethrower on us. So now we're going to trigger the boss. So we're gonna trigger the boss, and we're gonna run all the way over here, and we're gonna wait for the boss. Oh god! So we're gonna wait for the boss to get done. Pretty much get done swinging at the ceiling by hugging the side of the wall. If we hug the side of the wall, then the boss will not be able to hit us. So once he busts down the door, we can just pass right by him, you know, waiting for him to be done. Now he's ready. So first things first, we're gonna pass by him once he opens the door.
It's still alive?
Then we're gonna hook the side over here, and we're going to aim at him, and he's gonna make that sound and stuff and shitty stuff, and he's gonna bump his head into the wall like an idiot, giving us enough time to run all the way over here to jump down here and going on ahead and pulling the lever over here, pushing the button. Now we're gonna pull a flash grenade. Boom! Pick up the flash grenade. Pick up the other flash grenade over there. Pull a flash grenade at him. Now we're gonna burn his ass. Alright, so we're gonna burn him. We're gonna burn him all the way down to 120. That's what we want to get him to. 120 is the number we want to get him to. Once he get back up, comes all the way over here for a flash grenade. Sometimes he'll jump. Whenever he jumps, it gets a little scary. He does that. You gotta be careful with that and make sure your timing's right. Alright, he's falling down. Now we're gonna run all the way over there quickly as possible so we can get it. Alright, we got it. Finish him off with some more flames. Then run back over here. His HP's pretty down. Gonna test it. Flashing it just in case. Because if he starts charging at us, then I have to throw a flash grenade to stun lock him, so he can get hit by the crate, and he doesn't grab us.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
So after that, pretty much, right about here, we're going to just be done here. Gonna pick up some more magnum rounds, equip the knife.
Ada! Ada, where are you?
Over here!
Ada! I was getting worried there for a sec.
I can't get it out.
I don't know if I should,
Just do it. I can't walk like this.
Okay. It's gonna hurt. Hold on.
I can do it myself.
Just relax, okay? do we do now?
Get yourself out of here. While you still can.
I'm not just gonna leave you. Not like this.
You don't understand. The situation's worse than I thought.
You're not getting rid of me that easy. You protected me. Now it's my turn.
Didn't realize we were keeping score.
Grab my shoulder.
Don't push it, rookie.
Okay, just trying to help. What's your step?
You want to help? We have to get to the nest.
Nest?
Umbrella's lab, right beneath us. Annette let it slip. That's where the virus samples are. You up for this?
Think I could fit it in my schedule.
Come on. We got work to do.
Yes, ma'am.
The cable car will take us down to Nest. My wristband's our ticket to ride.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Borrowed it. Anyway, we're almost there.
So, with the strat I did there, we were able to take him out in one crank, which helped fuck over his HP value a lot. Instead of us just hitting the crank and getting our timing right, it's more of a time fight, pretty much. You're not really killing him physically. The only thing that can kill him is just the crank and stuff. So, what we're going to do here, we're going to pick up the shotgun and have the flamethrower on us, put away the magnum, we don't need that. Now we're going to proceed on. Pretty much done through here, pretty much. So, if you forgot some items in the sewers to pick up, you could just quickly backtrack and go pick up stuff, but I don't need to. I already got what I needed. So, that strat there, Leon once again gets it easier for that strat. Claire gets more harder, so...
You know what I was thinking? I can't wait for the FBI to raid Umbrella headquarters and take those bastards to justice.
I agree, but to be clear, you're not working in official capacity. This is a federal case. Once we get the G-Virus, I'm back on my own. Hey, Leon, trust me?
Trust me?
Honestly, if I didn't, you'd probably be dead.
Right.
I thought I might need your help, and I was right. If you can secure the G-Virus, I can make sure what happened in Raccoon City never happens again.
Yeah. You said it yourself. It's a federal case. I don't
Leon,
have the authority.
Look at me. I'm a liability now. If I'm gonna finish this case, you're the last hope I've got.
I'm not just gonna leave you here. What if you're attacked? What if you need help?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I gotta see this through. And I want to see you again. I got plenty to live for. Trust me.
Now, arriving at Nest.
Go. Please, we don't have much time. You're gonna need this.
Okay.
Leon. Counting on you.
I know.
So,
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety,
Science lab.
stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit.
So for the science lab here, we're gonna go first over here into this room first. And first things first, we're gonna pick up the grenade over here, and we're going to pick up the flamethrower rounds over here, and quickly reload the flamethrower rounds as we're running towards the ladder. Definitely make sure, as you're trying to hit towards the ladder, make sure first things first you pick up the grenade, and make sure you pick up the flamethrower. Do not do anything else but pick up the grenade first. Do not do anything else once again but pick up the grenade first, or else everything's gonna crowd you in that room. Now we're just gonna wait for this guy to possibly run towards his door eventually. Got him. There's no telling where he could sometimes be, so you gotta be patient and try to let him come to you, but sometimes he won't. Pick up the shotgun shells, pick up the ID, watch, address, then we're gonna pick up the flamethrower round, then hug the side over here, because if we don't hug the side over here towards the right, then this bullshit's gonna happen, and they are hugging the door. So if we accidentally open the door by accident, then they're gonna just back grab us.
Dr.
So
Lee, your presence is urgently requested by Chief Cartwright in the East area.
So when we come over here, we're gonna pick up the modulator. In the B scenario, your character gets the modulator more earlier. You just get the modulator more early, pretty much in the B scenario. Which makes things more, not tough for the science lab session. Making things not too terribly difficult. And not giving us a headache. So, we're gonna pretty much push this. I apologize if there was any interruptions going on in the stream, by the way, so, yeah. Trying to pay attention to a little bit of chat and audio stuff. Trying to make sure audio is going in well. That boss there in my throat, had to spit in my throat again, great. Pretty much just almost made me choke as I was explaining the fight, pretty much right about here. So, for right here, we're gonna do is, we're gonna just get this solution out of the way real quick. We wanna have these inventory slots, pretty much open for this next part coming up here. We want to have a knife, and we want to have the modulator. Just have all the stuff in your inventory right here that I have in my inventory, pretty much. So now we're gonna come through here and we're gonna pick up the yellow gunpowder. Now we're gonna go through here, just pass by, don't even bother, just trying to, just pretty much don't explore in the room, just run straight for the door as you're picking up the yellow gunpowder. So. We're gonna put the solution to this. That's the solution for the B scenario. Then we're gonna put this solution in, and put that in. Some people do this by numbers. I don't really do them by numbers. I just do them by screenshots. So you could do them by numbers. So after we put all the solutions in, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna skip that cutscene. Just some lady talking about suspension solution. Whatever, PCA, whatever. So we're gonna pick that up, pick up the serum up, so we can start making the virus. Making the serum. Now we're gonna hug the side over here, and pay attention to the group motherfuckers, because if you hear the group motherfuckers make a sound, then that's a sign that they aggro on towards you. So you need to be prepared for that when you enter out of this room. So we're gonna pick up the grenade. So for the solution to this in the B scenario is blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. So blue, red, green, blue. No, my bad. Blue, red, green, 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 blue, red, green. 3 times in a row. It's just a pattern, pretty much. Pick up that, put that in slot 2. Gotta be prepared for where the group motherfucker is. There he is. This guy has a high chance of lunging at us. Just gonna stun lock him by shooting him in his bubbles. Once we do that, we're just gonna go down to the stairs. We're not making shotgun shells pretty much for the rest of the game, so we have plenty of shotgun shells for the rest of the area. Plenty of ammo, pretty much. And we're just gonna use it on group motherfuckers and just three more zombies that are alive right here. Just kill them, get them out of our way. Say ah, and say goodbye. And he's dead. All of them are dead, pretty much. We're all just no longer gonna worry about none of them ever again. So that's our last time dealing with zombies for the rest of the game, pretty much. Now we're gonna put this solution in to get this over with later. That guy over there, he doesn't get up, by the way. So since we're playing in the B scenarios and we turn the light on early, we could just simply hit straight for the door.
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have 5 new messages.
Ugh. Who left the freezer open?
Gonna skip that cutscene. Sorry, once again, compelling cutscene. I cannot. I cannot with the cutscene. With that, very boring. In my Leon A, I'll let that cutscene play, but for right now, I'm just not gonna even bother. Pretty much not one bit at all. So when we come back out here, we're gonna walk. I explain more about liquors, but once again, we're just gonna walk. I'm pretty much done explaining about them. Just walk from this point forward. Every time you see a liquor, once again. Mix up some Magnum rounds. Pick up some flamethrower rounds. After we pick up some flamethrower rounds, we're going to put that away, and put that away. Pick up put the flash grenade and the grenade away, and then we're going to. I'm just gonna start packing up with my items and my ammo pretty much right now for the science lab boss battle. Pretty much get my ammo ready. So I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm just gonna take all the knives I have in my inventory for right now. The sessions can get pretty difficult and aggravating, and this is our pretty much very risky session. So we're gonna take all the knives. We're about to deal with Mr. X again. Cut the side here, or just run straight for the door. Once you get close to it, don't run straight for the door while you're getting close towards it. It's like when that radius pops up, just get close to the door, and you know. So we gotta figure out where he is, where we could get lucky to get back to the room here. Didn't get grabbed, so I'm gonna make a run for it in here. We just use the shotgun, just pop these guys, pretty much.
Dispensing solution.
That did the trick.
Warning. You have dispersed a
So
solution.
sometimes you could just pop them and like on the ground and prevent them from sometimes coming back. Pop their bubbles and stuff. But that guy came back more quicker. Wow. What an asshole. Anywho, we're just gonna put the solution here, just run all the way over here. Now Mr. X is gonna trigger it now. Pop him out of the way, and then pop him out of the way. They have a high chance of lunging at you. So now we gotta figure out to our own best advantage
Him again?
to get out of here before Mr. X cuts us off there. If he cuts us off, then we have to do another backtrack on where we're gonna get out of here. So now we're gonna pop this guy out of the way, sneak by the other guy. But he grabbed us. Whatever, grab immunity. I got grab immunity, bitch, so bye. Fuck off. I'm out of here. So our shotgun is pretty useless for the whole rest of the game, so we're gonna put that back. Put it away. Fuck the shotgun. We're no longer gonna be using it ever again. Pick up the grenade. Put the solution here. It solved it a little earlier to help me save a little bit of time. So on standard difficulty, there's a yellow gunpowder there. On hardcore, there's no yellow gunpowder there. I'm pretty sure there's just nothing there on that desk. Pretty much nothing. So we're gonna go all the way over here, and we're going to combine the yellow gunpowders to mix up some magnum rounds. Then we're going to just mix up some. We're gonna put the shotgun away. We don't need it no more. Now we're going to pick up the flamethrower. We're going to pick up some healing agents. We do want to have the flamethrower in our inventory. Put away a knife. Don't need that. Obviously I'm going to be healing myself almost all the goddamn time during this fight, so I'm going to just take all these healing agents as I can. Take everything. Go ahead and invade. We do want to leave one inventory slot open. So, leave one inventory open for this next part.
That was easy. All right.
So after we got that, gonna leave one inventory slot open. Have the flamethrower with us. We got more. We have at least more flamethrower rounds. We have to have 300 flamethrower rounds. Have magnum. Have knife. Have some more knives. We need it for backup for the strat for here, so we don't get grabbed. And that's really right here about it. We're gonna start a boss.
He's mine. This has to end.
What the hell's going on?
Sorry, William. You left me no choice.
You called this thing William. Why?
It shouldn't have been like this. It's Umbrella's fault, this whole mess.
You're Umbrella too. You're telling me you weren't involved in this?
Yes. But we never meant for this to happen.
Then tell me everything. Right from the start.
You don't get away that easily.
Good God, William. What have you done?
So you made this monster.
We made the G-Virus, but we never intended
You can
this
spin it any way you want. You're still responsible.
So for the strat here, we're gonna pop the eyeball right over there in the front. If we're gonna pop the eyeball in the back quickly as possible, going over to the right. Then we're gonna pick up this, go for a focus shot. I didn't achieve a focus shot! Oh god! Okay. I was trying to do a focus shot there. But now I got it. So now we're going to burn his ass after we get all the eyeballs. Pretty RNG. There's not much of strats going on besides taking out the eyeballs. So all we really want to do is just take out the eyeballs. So we're going to burn them down to 100. Or you could just stop at 120. So his eyeball opened for me right there, got lucky and take out that eyeball. So now he's jumping. Whenever he starts jumping, that's where things get a little difficult because he starts to attack. I got a good manage to dodge him right there. Now I'm trying to trigger his hitbox. Trying not to get donkey slammed. Okay. So now we're gonna go towards the other eyeball, and now he's down. Alright, so now we're gonna burn his ass again after phase 2. We got done with phase 1, and now we're down to now we're finished with phase 2. Now we're going to burn him. And just pretty much that's the end of the fight. Pretty much that's right about there. Keep proceeding to burn him. Don't do nothing else, proceeding to burning him for the rest of the rounds. And that's about it. So, we don't need the flamethrower no more after that fight. The flamethrower is pretty useless for the rest of the games. So, we could just throw that away. We don't need to use it for anything else. We're done with the flamethrower forever. Just throw the flamethrower pretty much away. Pretty much. So, we're going to pick up the grenades after the fight and pick up some more magnum rounds. Pick up the flash grenades. That's really about it here. Now we're gonna leave.
Jesus. That looks bad.
It feels worse. Believe me.
Talk about what you said. I don't know how much I believe.
Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample.
No, it's evidence. It's going to the FBI.
Trust that bitch.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's not FBI. She's a mercenary. She's gonna sell it. The G-Virus is gonna go to the highest bidder.
Bullshit.
I hope you're right.
into the wrong hands.
So, after that fight, I want to explain something that I wish I explained at the beginning. Please watch this video towards the end. Please do not watch this video and follow along as I'm doing this, pretty much. Maybe follow along after you beat this, and after you done this, after you watch this, pretty much. Because we need to save all of our grenades once again for the final boss. I mentioned this multiple times, but I'm 1000% sure somebody has definitely skipped towards the end. I mean, skipped towards just everything and didn't pay attention to what one thing I said. So, you need to save all your grenades, or else you can just say goodbye to your run, because you're pretty much gonna die. So, make sure you watch this towards the end, pretty much. Pick up all your grenades right now. I'm just gonna pick them all up right here.
I was just thinking about you.
That makes two of us. I was getting worried.
No, we make a good team. I gotta ask you something.
Way's clear. Please, tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Let me verify the G sample and we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
As I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you?
Look, I'm just doing my job.
And I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun! I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
And you shoot me. But I don't think you can.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
until detonation. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the center elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom.
What's that?
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the center elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom.
Claire!
Leon? You're down here too!
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Listen to me. You need to get out. Fast.
Yeah. There's a way out. We can make it. Where are you now?
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? Hey, Leon, you're breaking up.
Forget about me. Just get out of here. Damn it.
So, pretty much right here, we're gonna get ready for the tyrant boss. So, gonna have all of our grenades equipped. Gonna have the Magnum on me for right now because I'm just gonna use it for this next part. So, the group member fuckers here, I'm just gonna use the Magnum, blast them back because the Magnum is very strong towards them. Knock their asses back. Try not to get grabbed. By the way, group motherfuckers can kill you in one hit, so pay attention to that. So if they grab you, you need to waste a defense item, because if they grab you and you don't have a defense item, you're gonna die. Make sure you have a defense item on you.
This is a fucking joke. Keep going.
So we're gonna put the Magnum away right now. We're gonna put that away right here. Another thing we're gonna put away is the Magnum rounds and the knife. We're gonna use our grenades towards this fight. So finally, we got to the final boss pretty much right here. So what we're going to do, you need to make sure you have, like at least pretty much 10 grenades on Leon's campaign, and you need to make sure you have 6 grenades. This is accidentally fucked up right here. Have to go put the watch away real quick. Actually, no, fuck, I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, we're gonna start off with right here. We're gonna put the thing in here. So, I'm gonna do my best to explain everything for this fight, because this fight could be pretty fucking ridiculous and fucking aggravating. So, here's the thing here. Mr. X is the only thing that's close to fucking you over for your whole run. He's the only thing that fucks you up for this whole run, and this is the main things that 90% of the time you're going to be resetting on. So I'm going to do my best to explain this. Make sure you save all your grenades and everything you can.
Come on.
I got lucky and saved one flash grenade though. But anywho, we're gonna all go over here. Your timing needs to be right for this fight though. So we're gonna use a grenade, and when he starts walking, oh god. Didn't get lucky there. My timing wasn't right. I fucked up there, but whatever. He's gonna get fucked over by a grenade here once he starts walking. My timing wasn't right there. Just once he started walking, just gotta get ready for that. pretty much. So now Leon's gonna be like, what is it with this thing after 6 grenades, right? And that means he's in phase 2. So phase 2, what you need to do is make sure you dodge Mr. X on the side where his claw is not in the way. So dodge him towards his small arm and stuff. But of course, since I was far away, Mr. X jumps at me pretty much from right there. Got lucky and stung him before he got me there. Almost got fucked over there. Of course, Mr. X jumps again. He just keeps doing that in this part, really, right here. But anywho, phase 3. So now Mr. X is in phase 3. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna proceed to throw flash grenades in phase 3 until Ada drops the locker launcher down. When Ada drops the locker launcher down, pretty much right here, we want to save 1 flash grenade for this next particular part, because this part right here, it's a trap. Ada's dropping the locker launcher down, but that doesn't mean you could just simply go grab the locker launcher. You need to make sure you have 1 flash grenade when the game fades in. So right here, back on up, throw the flash grenade, hold L1, grab the locker launcher, get ready, and then blast his ass. And he's out of the equation. You gotta wait for him to stop doing an animation in order to blast him with the locker launcher. We got a lot lucky in that fight. Almost failed and fucked up, but pretty much we did good. We did good today. So
you have arrived at the bottom level.
just gonna fall flash grenade, screw it. But they blocked the way, so fuck them.
Shit! Gotta get out of here. I actually miss her.
Leon?
We made it.
Just like I said we would.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay. Jesus.
What was that?
I don't know. I'll go. You take care of Sherry.
So for this fight right here, you're pretty much on your own on what you're gonna do with this fight, though. But I'm gonna explain one thing for this fight. Take some Magnum rounds. You gotta save some Magnum rounds for backup for this fight. But since we have 2 Locker Rush rounds, we're pretty much easily gonna destroy this boss. So right here, we're gonna trigger the boss. Alright, so listen to me. Wait. Do not shoot him yet. Wait until his eyeball fully opens in order to destroy him. So we're gonna wait for his eyeball to fully open.
Want more bullets? Be my guest.
And when it opens, we're gonna just destroy and demolish his ass. As long as we see yellow blood, we're pretty much done here. So that's gonna do it for Resident Evil 2 Remake Leon's B scenario, no deaths. This was no death run of Resident Evil 2 Remake's Leon's B scenario. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time.
Car!
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we're just... Oh, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look! He might be able to give us a ride.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
Hey, that was Live Another Day by the great.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, you guys can adopt me.
Adopt you?
We can get a puppy.
Puppy?
And a parrot.
Parrot?
I always wanted pets, but my mom said they're too messy.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
So that's gonna be it for this just video, pretty much. With my no-death run of Resident Evil 2 Remake's Leon's B scenario on standard difficulty. So I'll be back with the other runs, the A scenario runs coming up next, and then I'll get started with the DLC after that. See, what can I say? I'm terrible when it comes to saying goodbye. So, yeah. Really, just bye, pretty much.